The anti-theft system in the Lincoln Town Car is one of those features you don't pay much attention to until your car refuses to start and your entire day grinds to a halt. For some folks, that moment comes at the worst possible time. If you've ever found yourself wrestling with a stubborn town car that just flashes its security light and refuses to budge, you're not alone. The pain point here? That feeling like your car has suddenly joined the wrong side of the law and won't let you inside. Lincoln's anti-theft setup works with a chip key, a small pellet hidden in your ignition key. Lose the chip, or try anything clever with a copy, and you're stuck. It's like your car is checking your ID at the door, and some bouncer says, "Nope, not tonight." A lot of folks run into trouble after getting a new key made, since cloning a physical shape doesn't mean you cloned the chip. Suddenly, your town car is on lockdown, and a tow truck is the only way out. That's an expensive mistake, usually north of $150. There's a reset trick with the town car if you're lucky. Sometimes just locking and unlocking all the doors with the key can reset the system. Not the fob, but the key itself. I've seen that little move save people hours of hassle and a pile of cash. It gets a bit weirder if your battery dies or you replace it. Sometimes the anti-theft system freaks out because it thinks someone is tampering. Pro tip: always swap your battery quickly within a few minutes and double-check all connections before reconnecting. If you've ever had the check engine light join forces with the anti-theft system, that tag team often spells trouble with the ignition switch or the little wires inside your steering column. These repairs can hit $500 fast. It's cheaper to rule out simple issues with wiring first. Programming a chipped key for your town car isn't as cryptic as it sounds. Most models need 2 working keys. You insert the first, then the second, and then the new one. If you only have 1 working key, you'll need a locksmith, and that's usually $100 or more. A huge pain point. When the anti-theft light keeps blinking even after you try all the obvious things, this usually means the transponder in the key or the receiver around the ignition is faulty. Both parts often cost $50 to $120, but installing them takes some patience. If you're wanting a quick workaround, some old schoolers bypass the system, but it's tricky. You'd have to locate the correct wire and run a resistor matched to the key's chip. Risky move, though, and probably not worth the headache for most people. By far, the highest impact fix you can make is just a spare programmed key stored somewhere safe. Think $40 up front instead of $300 when you discover your only key is missing or toast. That's my usual advice to town car owners I meet. Last thing, don't underestimate your town car's anti-theft brain. If it seems haunted, don't just throw parts at it. Get the codes read first, even with a cheap OBDI scanner. Numbers make everything less mysterious, and sometimes the ghost in your machine is just a loose connector.